Hello guys, Termex here, and welcome back to another New World video. Today I want to show you guys some bow tips and tricks to not suck at using the bow. Bow players have gotten this stigma for a very long time that all they do is sit on top of a position in OPR, and they just constantly light attack you and be very annoying and run away when you get close, which in most realities is kind of true. I do see a lot of bow players doing this. But after today's video, you're going to break the mold. You are not going to be these boring Dex kids anymore. You're going to be a man, a warrior of nature. You're going to be slaughtering people in 1v1s, and hopefully you take some of this advice and use it for yourself. And if you already use a lot of this advice and you're still not getting kills, blame the bow nerf. So the first tip I do want to get out there is use your stamina the correct way. I know this is such a easy thing to look past, but using your stamina the correct way means so much. I will see so many people out there, they will use all their light dodges to get away from a single gravity well, and they're just stuck. They're just dead, and then they're like, oh my god, light armor sucks. But that's far from the truth. You do not need to dodge 3 times to leave a grav well. You need to wait a few seconds and then use the dodge at the proper time. Every attack in this game, truly, except for the flail maybe because of the way it works, can be dodged with one single light dodge. It's all about timing, it's all about knowing the mechanics of said abilities, and it's all about knowing when they're going to hit. If you're trying to dodge a shockwave, you should know the exact moment when you need to dodge. If you're too close, if you're trying to dodge a reap, good luck dodging a reap. Honestly, most of those are just lucky for me. So try to use your stamina more as an avoidance. Don't use your stamina as a movement. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but your movement should entirely be from your bow. You get a 10% haste just for simply switching to it. Light rolling with your stamina max gives you another haste. Evade shot can give you a haste. You have many different hastes you could use to kite other players, and use that to your advantage first before using your most valuable resource as a light armor, which is going to be your dodge. And if you could save up your dodge for those oh shit moments, you're going to have a lot better 1v1s or even 2v1s if it comes down to it. Tip number 2 right now is stop light attack spamming and just holding right click. Holding right click down as a bow player has to be one of the worst things you can do, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to show you right now. Let's use one of these very nice people over here. If I am 1v1ing, let's say this guy with the red eyes, and I'm shooting at him like this, I cannot see right now that there is 2 people on my ass because, I'm zoomed all the way in. You lose so much FOV by just doing this, and you're just tunnel visioning onto a single target, and you're not playing to your advantage. The reason why light armor bow is so powerful is to maintain, create, and take advantage of the distance that you make. And when you're doing this all the time, you are not doing any of those things because people could pull up behind you, to your left, to your right, wrap around below you in OPR. There's so many different angles people can take when you just stay locked in like this, and I get it. There is a perk, and I use it, where you get a 10% fortify while aiming, but you should only be using that if you're doing a heavy attack. Right when you get out of the heavy attack, get out of that dumb camera angle. It is going to help you so much in your fights and save you so much heartache when you wonder how people get up on your ass. Because if you play like this, it will 100% happen. Now I'm doing some live 3v3s here because I want to show you another thing. That is cooldown cycling. Cooldown cycling is so freaking important. I'm going to explain to it kind of like step by step in a 3v3 so you guys understand what I mean. I'm not trying to be like Arrow where he calls out everything. I'm just using this for an educational purpose so you guys can see what to do with a bow build. So be mindful of your cooldowns. Be mindful of your abilities. So right now I am running evade shots, poison shots, and explosive arrows. So I know for a fact if somebody is far away from me, I have no means of quickly disposing of them unless it's a heavy attack. I don't have pen shot. I don't have any fast moving projectiles. So my kill shot is most likely going to be explosive shot. So I should save that for when somebody is low on health. But now we have evade shot. Evade shot I could use to get a little bit of haste if I start getting targeted by the majority of these guys, or I can use it to stagger somebody that is a healer, for example, or a fire staff charging up his burnout because you could evade shot them out of it so they have to redo the whole animation again. But it looks like it is a 2v3 here, unfortunately, so I guess I could definitely show you the evadability of this build. So we're gonna see here, take note, we have what looks like a bow player in the back, we have a musket player right there, and then a great sword right there. So what we're gonna do is maintain more distance because we have a musket and we're outnumbered, so we don't have a big advantage here. We're most likely going to lose, but we're still going to play this best we can. So we have musket here, we hit him for a lot so we can see that we could probably get a easy kill on him when he decides to sit still, and there we go, there's an easy kill. We see whiskey is also low, and he's gonna getting blocked by his teammate. He's going to run behind there, but I see my teammate is going to get double teamed. So what do? I be more aggressive. I see that, be more aggressive. I see that this guy's low and running. We're going to get the bleed on him. We're going to do that. We're going to evade shot. Nothing. Boom arrow by his feet because we know that it's going to kill him. And unfortunately, we don't have a lot of stamina. But this guy has melee. Great sword. I'm not worried about it, right? He's not going to catch up if I play this correctly. We're going to do a bleed. We're going to dodge. We're going to go right through him. Evade shot for the stagger. Poison shot for the dot. And you see we're doing good. We're going to get a fire proc. He's going to run away. Now we're on the offensive side here. We're going to boom arrow. We get the boom arrow proc. We get the second stack of bleed. Dodge that. Flourish and finish for the kill, even though it was a 2v3. So you can see even in those situations where you are outnumbered, if you look at the battlefield from a different perspective, you can truly get a lot of great things going. So I guess that was really 2 tips in one there. Be mindful of the battlefield, be mindful of your cooldowns. But I guess my last thing to lead you guys with this video would be, is when you are using bow and light armor, you also have to remember when it comes down to your build. I know this is cheesy. I make a lot of builds on bow, but it is so necessary to understand mechanics of your build. It's necessary to understand I'm running shirking dot cleanse, so I should be ready to use that and know the right time to use it. Don't just get perks from build videos and be like, oh, this perk's gonna make me 900% better at the game because I listened to this YouTuber. Know what they do. Understand their purpose. Understand why you're using that perk. Why are you using Hardy on a light bow build? If you don't know the answer to that, you have to start learning. You have to know Hardy on a light bow build gives you a second dodge without stam draining. Why are you using bloodletting on a Rapier bleed build? Exactly, you are using it because it does have a longer duration of bleed, meaning Flourish and Finish is going to do more damage because Flourish and Finish consumes a X amount of bleed stacks to do a certain amount of damage. Just understanding your simple perks like that, even Nimble because you want to dodge more often, even armor perks, you have to know you're running explosive empowering arrow, so what you have to do is before you use your poison shot, boom arrow somebody for the 20% in power, so your poison cloud does 20% more damage, for example. And just memorizing and knowing those synergies with your armor and your jewelry is going to make you a way better bow player, and it's going to provide a lot more success because you're actually taking advantage of every little aspect of your build. You'll be surprised how many times I see people run empowering explosive arrow, and it's the last thing they do. They're going to use their rapid shot, then their pen shot, and then they boom arrow, completely out of the wrong cycle, basically making that armor perk a dead perk. There is no reason to run that perk if you're not going to utilize it. But that's really it, guys. That's my 2 cents and my grand advice for bow players. If you want to see more content like this where I just give bow players advice on certain mechanics of the game, please let me know in the comments down below. Or if you even enjoy those live duels that I like to do in 3v3, that was pretty fun. If you want to see more of that, please let me know. I am in the works of making a bow build with 350 dex, 150 ints, and 150 con. I'm going to go over all the logistics of this build. I have a lot of fun things to show you guys, and I want to make a whole video towards that. So if you want to see that, probably within the next, I want to say 1 to 2 days, make sure you subscribe. Don't miss out on that. Don't miss out on any of my bow content on this channel. And if you want, leave a like on the video. It does help spread out my content to more people in the New World community. You guys have been killing it recently with the videos. I love y'all. Stick around, stay safe, and I will see you guys later.